did the US-Iran war drag Saudi Arabia back towards the edge? The immediate flashpoint came in Yemen. A strike hit Sana'a International Airport after the internationally recognized Yemeni government said an Iranian plane had tried to land there. The aircraft was supposed to return a Houthi delegation from Tehran. The plane diverted to Hodeidah, but the political damage had already landed. The Houthis blamed Saudi Arabia, declared the period of de-escalation over, and promised retaliation. They did not waste time. Missiles and drones targeted Saudi Arabia's Aba International Airport. No casualties were reported, but that was hardly the point. The message was clear: strike us and Saudi territory becomes a target again. But why did this explode now? Because the wider US-Iran war has changed the calculation for everyone. The United States carried out another round of strikes on Iran, with Washington now back in a direct cycle of attack and retaliation with Tehran. The US also moved to resume a blockade and inspection posture around Iranian ports. Iran, meanwhile, continued to assert control over the Strait of Hormuz. It has been proven time and again that turns a war between Washington and Tehran into a problem for the entire Gulf. Iran's biggest weapon is not simply what it can hit inside a battlefield, it is the cost it can impose across the region. Shipping routes, oil flows, regional partners, strategic choke points. The wider the disruption, the more expensive the war becomes for the United States and its allies. And Saudi Arabia sits right in the neighborhood. Riyadh may want no part of another regional war, but geography does not accept polite declines.
With Iran launching retaliatory strikes across West Asia, Saudi Arabia and UAE are inching closer to support the US, and both nations have reportedly agreed to open its air bases in a bid to aid Washington's war efforts against Iran. Saudi Arabia has decided to back the US by opening the King Fahd Air Base. The base is located near Jeddah, and unlike the Prince Sultan Air Base, which has faced repeated drone strikes from Iran, the base sits outside the range of any potential aerial attacks. According to reports, thousands of US ground troops have been deployed to the region. Officials quoted in the report saying that Saudi Arabia's decision to expand base access underscores a shift in how the kingdom is responding to the US-Israel war on Iran. They say that by supporting Washington, Riyadh is looking for a way to punish Iran for its strikes. Furthermore, Saudi Arabia said that they reserve the right to act militarily against Iran, while adding that any trust with Iran has been shattered. The country's foreign minister, Faisal bin Farhan Al Saud, said that Iran has dealt with neighbors in a hostile manner. Al Saud added that both political and non-political responses to Iran are possible. Similarly, UAE has also told the US that it is geared up for a long war. Earlier this month, UAE Foreign Minister Sheikh Abdullah bin Zayed reportedly spoke with US Secretary of State Marco Rubio, saying that they are prepared for the war. Both Saudi Arabia and UAE are dealing with missile and drone strikes, and Saudi Defense Ministry said that it dealt with at least 575 drone strikes since February 28. It also said that 42 ballistic missiles and 7 cruise missiles have been intercepted during this period. On the other hand, UAE's Ministry of Defense said that they have intercepted more than 1,700 drones, 338 ballistic missiles, and 15 cruise missiles since February 28.